We'd go through the agenda, we'd have 8 or 10 things going on that day. We're waiting for a phone call or a guy to commit money to a project or whatever it was. He'd be sitting there looking at his computer screen like this, you know, going at it. And I needed 2 minutes of his time to say, okay. And he couldn't even look at me. He's, yeah, Jimmy, you got a minute? Just a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. He wouldn't even look at me. Hey, listen to understand. Commit to it. Hunger for excellence. Believe in yourself, your own potential and what you can become. Small disciplines. I have always been an advocate of this. You know, when we take care of the little things, the big things just seem to take care of themselves. I would train military units that way. Those units that do routine things routinely tend to do the big things really well. I was determined I will not micromanage, I will not command and control everything. I'm going to train, empower, and entrust you, or I failed you before we went. All right, Blackmon, you said you were going to use the subject matter experts. You were going to entrust people to make decisions. Who's your expert? And he says, hey, sir, don't worry about it. I can fix it. And then he said those words. I can hear them like they were yesterday. He said, sir, do you trust me? Boy, that felt different. When I was in the motor pool saying I'm going to trust and empower you, you can make decisions, that felt one way. When now I got to do it or not, it felt quite different. And I heard 2 words, mass casualty. And I knew we had a lot of guys in trouble somewhere. Ayers is dead. He screamed at the top of his lungs and he said, I couldn't even hear my own voice over the sound of this battle raging around me. The 48 soldiers at Wanat that day, 27 were wounded and 9 were killed. And I sat in that operations center as a leader and I felt the weight and responsibility of leadership as I had never felt it before. I didn't have the answers to all the problems. You see, in that hierarchy, you're only ever good as the leader.
I think what really impacted me the most today are the things that I can put into immediate action with my staff. That's one of the things I loved about the seminar, is it's not aspirational things that you're going to long-term plan for next year. There are some of those, but it's things that can make a difference tomorrow.
I can't wait to get started. Jimmy gave so much good information, so many good ideas and places to start becoming a better leader, and ways that I can help to transition my company even further.
It was a really good job, all-encompassing leadership development approach and self-development approach. I couldn't write fast enough to keep up with the pace of what was being presented. How beneficial it was to me as a person. I'm excited to go share that with others.
As a mother of 3, I think I always struggle with work-life balance, so I appreciate that was a part of it, that it wasn't all work, but it was how do you find that balance.